In our previous class, we have discussed about preparation method of nitric acid, in which we have discussed that Ostwald method is an important method to prepare nitric acid because the precursor is obtained again, so we don't need to perform the first step taken in preparation of nitric acid. Now, properties. Nitric acid is highly oxidizing. Nitric acid is highly oxidizing, and most of the metal can dissolve in nitric acid. The structure of nitric acid in gaseous state is like this, HNO3. Now, the second property is reaction with metals. Now compare these reactions. Copper is treated with dilute nitric acid. If the number of molecules of nitric acid in reaction are more, then it will be dilute, and if the number of molecules are less, then it will be concentrate nitric acid. So if you are treating the copper with dilute nitric acid, you will have the nitrate of copper nitrate, nitric oxide and H2O. Now if you are treating the copper with nitric acid, concentrate nitric acid, you will have copper nitrate the same as above, but the nitrogen dioxide will be obtained in place of nitric oxide. Nitrogen dioxide will be obtained, H2O will be same. Now if we perform the same reaction with zinc, now zinc plus dilute nitric acid, you will have zinc nitrate. Now we have taken zinc, so we will have zinc nitrate now, and H2O and nitrous oxide, the laughter gas, nitrous oxide. And if we treat zinc with the concentrate nitric acid, we will have zinc nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and H2O. Now if any metal is being treated with the concentrate nitric acid, the co-products will be same: copper nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and H2O. If we see this reaction, zinc plus concentrate nitric acid, the products are same: zinc nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and H2O. So concentrate nitric acid is given, the nitrate of concerned metal, nitrogen dioxide and H2O. Here also nitrate of copper, nitrogen dioxide and H2O. So products are same in case of concentrate nitric acid, but if we are treating with dilute nitric acid, the copper will give nitric oxide and zinc will give nitrous oxide. So this you should keep in your mind, that the products will be same in all the reactions, but in case of dilute nitric acid, we will have nitric oxide in copper and we will have nitrous oxide in zinc as far as dilute nitric acid is concerned. But in case of concentrate nitric acid, we will have all the products same: NO2 to H2O, NO2 H2O, copper nitrate, zinc nitrate, like this. Now chromium, aluminium do not dissolve in HNO3 due to formation of passive oxide layer over the surface. So if you are asked that why chromium and aluminum do not react with nitric acid, so the answer is it is due to formation of passive oxide layer on surface of these metals. Now third reaction with non-metal. Respective oxy acid is formed. If you are taking iodine and treating it with nitric acid, you will have iodic acid. If you are treating it with carbon, then you will have carbonic acid. If you are treating it with the sulfur, you will have sulfuric acid, and if you are treating phosphorus with nitric acid, you will have phosphoric acid. So if we are treating a non-metal with nitric acid, we will have respective oxy acid. The byproducts will remain same in all the reactions. In all these four reactions, the byproducts are same: NO2 for H2O, NO2 H2O, NO2 H2O and NO2 H2O. So in all these reactions of non-metals with nitric acid, the byproducts are same, that are nitrogen dioxide and H2O, and respective oxy acid is formed. For phosphorus, phosphoric acid; sulfur, sulfuric acid; carbon, carbonic acid; and iodine, iodic acid. brown ring test of nitrate ion. This we perform in our laboratory during practicals. And in this NO3, the nitrate ion is treated with ferrous ion. In presence of acid, nitric oxide is formed. Nitric oxide is formed, which gives nitric oxide gives brown color with iron, ferrous ion.